Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Test.
Woohoo! Oh! All right.
Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't have touched this. Try not to touch that. Yeah, so last time, if you guys watched, I sat like this the whole time. And now it's so comfy, though. I feel like if I just put my hands here, just full of crotch shots and all that fun stuff. That's going to be the new name of my podcast, Crotch Shots and all that fun stuff.
I like it. That should be the name of the episode.
I should do that. So I never name the episodes because it just feels like it's just a whole new pressure. I've never been good at captioning things.
Yeah, I mean, same. But I feel like if there's one funny thing in there, it'll come to you. Like
That's true.
The title of the episode will come to
I
you.
mean, this one we got it in 2 seconds. We're ready to go.
Sweet action.
We got Julia Jasunas back for the
Izzy.
second time.
I'm here in this beautiful new setup.
What?
It's so great. I love your new place.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, she had to deal with, it wasn't, deal with, but she got to experience the last podcast setup.
Yeah, it was cute. I mean, it was great.
It was funny when everyone would come in, like, this is, what was the word they would use? Like, this reminds me of, they would either say, this reminds me of New York, which means that shit's real small, or, I don't know, just like funny little comments. But, you got to work with what you got.
Yeah, I mean, LA is not cheap.
No.
It's not. I mean, luckily we have a little bit more space to play with our exorbitant prices. But yeah, I mean, I can't imagine it living in New York. I get people love it, but like living in a shoebox like that. And then like you're just like up against people all the time. I'm just like, I don't know.
No, I always say I would be cool with living in New York once I'm wealthy.
Yeah, same. I've always said that.
That's when I'm ready for New York. But
I'm in a Gossip Girl episode.
Yeah, ready. Let's do it. But I'm not slumming it in New York.
No.
LA, we could slum easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we did.
Yeah, we did.
Both of us.
For a while.
Yeah.
How long were you in your old apartment?
I want to say like 10 years.
Okay, so we were both a decade in a little apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it, but I wasn't sad at all to leave.
Me either.
Really?
Me either. I thought I would be like for years leading up to it. I was like, oh, I'm going to miss this place. And then when I was ready to go, it was like still in the pandemic. So I was like, get me the fuck out of this place. Get me out of here. And like, once I took my furniture out, I was like, this place is even shittier than I realized. Like my furniture was just like masking. Yeah, I mean, good riddance.
That is exactly how I felt. The leading up to it, every time I would be like, oh, I'm going to miss this place when it's gone.
Yeah.
Although knowing I wanted more.
Right.
But then when I took out the furniture, I was like, get me out of here.
It's so funny that the same thing.
Same exact. And then I was like waiting for the tears. And I was like, in here. And just nothing, which is good.
Yeah. I mean, it's really good. But yeah, I mean, I was having emotions around leaving just because it was like, it was scary to make the move, but it wasn't like I was, missing that place. I mean, that place, all the people that live in that building are going to die in that building. Like they have been there longer than I was there, and I was there a decade. So, goodbye. They're just there. And they don't take care of the place either. I'm like, you live here. Like, you've lived here for so long. And you just, like, leave trash out. And,
no.
Yeah.
People hold on to their apartments so long because of rent control. Those people probably pay, like, $700 a month or something.
100%. Because, like, I was rent controlled, too,
So was I.
But, like, it would still go up, like, 3-4%. I mean, 3%, it was, like, $50 a year. But then after that, it felt more substantial when they raised it a whole percentage. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mine, I think, averaged like $25 a year, but for 10 years. So that it adds up.
Yeah, mine was about 50. And then the last like 2 years, I want to say it was like 75 because like
That's
they passed that.
big.
Yeah, it was a big difference.
Yeah, I wonder if that was just on the west side because I don't remember
Maybe.
that happening.
Maybe.
I know each place is different.
Yeah. Oh God.
Well,
Good riddance.
we did it. We did it. Watch out, suckers. I don't know why I said that, but I just felt aggressive after the high five. Yeah.
We got new places with basic amenities.
Whoa, that's the craziest thing. Matt and I were saying we have a dishwasher.
Yeah.
You know what I didn't realize? I was like, because we're so used to doing non-dishwasher, we're used to doing dishes by hand. That I was like, oh, it's going to take forever to fill up this dishwasher.
Every other day.
Every other day.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I know. Every other day, like clockwork. And I'm like, what are we don't even eat that much.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's mostly cups. And then the bottom is like half full for me. And then like if we cook, sure, it'll fill up more. But like, every other day, I was surprised too. I thought it would take like a week.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's never going to run this thing. And I'm like, I guess I should just do some stuff by hand. I don't have to be like, never washing a dish again. These hands are for hand jobs.
Washing dishes.
Yeah, I think we just hate it because we had to for so long.
I mean, and a lot of growing up, I actually didn't have a dishwasher. We lived in like this old house.
Really? So you were used to it?
Yeah, but like my mom would let the dishes pile up. So like I think I had like this aversion to it. So I'd be constantly washing because I'm just like I'd want to get it done immediately. So yeah, no, I'm so happy about the dishwasher.
Yeah, that's
Gary will be
one.
like, let's wash some. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. He thinks it's so strange. I'm like, no, I'm not touching another dish.
If you had to do it since childhood, then I think you've done your time for the rest of your life.
I think so.
Done.
Yeah.
Well, man.
Acquitted.
Ooh,
look at you with these fancy bottles.
If there's any water brands that want to sponsor me.
Yeah, she pees a lot.
Yeah, I'll say such great hydration. I'll just say I have a great bladder. It's just the water that does it to me. That'll be something. So since the last time you've been on,
yes,
and I'm not surprised at all, Julia has kicked ass.
What? No.
She has like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 quad. What is cincoed her her followers?
Quintupled.
You kicked
tripled
5 times the amount of followers. And we've obsessed. You heard us last episode about how much we want to figure it out. And she did it. But you worked your ass off.
I did. I tried posting almost every single day. Honestly, I took a note out of your boyfriend's book, out of Maddie's book, because like he knows what he's doing. He's so on top of things.
He really is.
And I'm very type A like that. So like to have some sort of system that I could follow was so helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just posting as much as I can, like almost every day, which is hard,
It's really hard.
It's really hard and really stressful.
I've been doing it since January, but it's only been, I had a few new stand-up clips, all old reels, reposting, and podcast. But now that we're like moved in, there's just so many things happening in my life. And I was like, I'll post every day, but it sucks. It's old ones. But I'm finally like writing. You've been writing sketches and been writing sketches. And
yeah, I mean, right now I have some ideas that I've like jotted down, but like I'm recycling old ones at this point. Like I made a bunch during the pandemic. And like some of them won't work because they're very like COVID specific. They're like stuck at home. I'm going out of my mind at home,
which now not during COVID, you just sound crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. So I can't use those ones.
Why is this girl stuck at home? Yeah. Someone help her.
Why is she making friends with her plants? Like why can't she leave?
Yeah, we just got to be psychopaths during COVID and it was okay.
It was totally fine. So yeah, I mean, I know. I was talking to a friend of ours, Zara Mizrahi, yesterday, and we were talking about how we kind of miss the lockdown in certain ways, like just because there's no FOMO. And she was like, I just feel like someone needs to just eat a bat, I was like,
eat a bat.
Just take one for the team,
Oh,
like,
man.
Can we just go back? I don't want maybe less dying.
Yeah,
but,
less dying would be good, but
yeah,
more reading would be nice.
Oh yeah,
I read so much.
Yeah, I mean, I read a decent amount. I mean, I just got in such a good routine.
Mm-hmm.
I was like so productive without the anxiety of having to do things by a certain time, and that's what I loved about it. Because like I would get up, I'd work out, I'd make videos, and like so I was in great shape.
Mm-hmm.
I saved so much money because the government was paying me, and I was eating at home, all the time. So
Yeah.
it just, I mean, I didn't spend on clothes. When I moved, I was able to buy all of my appliances because I had so much money saved.
from not spending.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely, I was the same way. Like the schedule, I was like, this is what I've always dreamed of.
Yeah, always.
And that feeling, we have to just kind of maybe remember what it felt like without that anxiety and work on it.
Yeah.
Doing that now with everything going
Totally.
on because I don't.
I try to, for sure. I try to stay positive. I was thinking something in the car that I wanted to say, but I can't remember.
It'll come
But
to
yeah,
you.
it was something having to do with that. It's, just staying positive and all of
Yeah.
it. It really does make a difference.
I think I'm very good at staying positive.
You are, yeah.
And I'm patient.
Yes.
But then it's such a hard balance of like, am I being too patient? Am I not doing it? Because it's always like you're trying to be nice to yourself. Like you're doing so much. You're doing
Yeah.
great. But then at the same time, fuck, that's not enough still. Like you're in Hollywood.
I get it.
You
Yeah,
have to do more than enough. It's never enough until you made it. And then once you make it, you have to still do enough. Take days off. But I'm like,
yeah. Oh, days off are hard for me.
really?
Really hard for me. Yeah. I mean, like anything, it's almost like, and I've been like this for so long, it's almost like if I allow myself something, I have to like mentally preface it in a way where it feels productive, which I don't love that I do that. But like so many of my vacations over the years, I'm like, oh, well, it's a vacation, but I'm doing shows in this state,
You have to squeeze it in.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, okay, it's a vacation. It's not. I'm working.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, it's a vacation. I still have to be somewhere every single night and like go on stage.
But then you can enjoy the day better because
Yeah.
you're like, I know I'm getting stuff done.
Exactly. So it's like, I don't know. And I don't mind doing it that way. I just know, especially for Gary, it's not necessarily fair. Because like there are times where it's like I want to get work done and he wants to just like hang out, and
Yeah.
I'm like, well, just play video games for a little bit longer.
Yeah, please just.
Yeah.
That is the plus, like we talked about the other night, just dating a comedian is that like our nights can be spent together at
Right.
shows.
Mhm.
When otherwise, I don't even know. I would just be a
Yeah.
really bad girlfriend.
Right? I mean, and Gary's great about coming to the shows. He's got a comedic mind.
Yeah, he's
so,
super funny.
Yeah, he's great. He's so funny.
And he's supportive. So
Mhm.
I feel like you've got.
Yeah, it's like the perfect
Yeah.
balance. So yeah, I really lucked out because yeah, I'm out so much and
Mm-hmm.
I thank God he wants to go with me because otherwise we barely see each other, So I
Yeah.
get it. And you guys go to a lot of your shows together, right?
Yeah, which
Yeah.
makes it better.
Mhm.
When there's shows now where has a show and I have a show separate, I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, this is so lame.
I know.
This isn't
yeah.
so fun with somebody.
It's fun to like go together to like make it an outing together.
Yeah, because then also like the drive home, you can talk about each other's sets and work on things and come up with tags for each other. And
Yeah, so you guys write together in that sense?
yeah, when we try to write every day with the
Okay.
moving stuff, we've been a little behind. But then we'll like spitball things off of each other and it's helpful.
That's great. Yeah, I write with Gary, to be honest,
It's
He's
good.
great.
I mean, having someone to just talk to and hear it because you don't know what it's going to sound like or
Yeah.
what someone else will think. It's probably even like in a way just as beneficial having someone who's not a comedian listen
Mhm.
because that's what the audience is they're going to be.
Yeah, he has such a comedic brain. But yeah, even that even if he's helping, like you're so rooted in your own voice that sometimes like he'll say something and I know it would land, but it's like I can't hear myself saying it. Do you ever
Mhm.
feel like that?
I do feel like that when I get notes from like friends or family and there's just like weird reaction I get. I always apologize to my mom. I've been better now.
Yeah.
But like I get this like instant reaction of anger that
yeah.
like no.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
not You don't get it. That's not how I would say it. It's not who from me.
Right.
And I'm like, all these people are trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not, like I said, not like that as bad anymore.
Right.
But I don't know why it would cause anger when I would get notes. I think because I feel so passionate about it and I'm like, that won't work.
Yeah. Yeah, and it also depends on who it's coming from. But, I mean, I feel like that's a good sign that, like, you know what your voice is and, like, how you would say something. So it's, you know, it's a good idea, but, or is it? You know, it's just.
But then I'm like, what if they're right?
Well, but they could be for them. If you don't hear it for you, then it's not going to work. You know?
Yeah. I guess you could always throw it in and try it.
Yeah. I mean, if it lands for you, I mean, the point is, like, if you find it funny, then you should say it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, but if you don't find it funny, then it's not going to land on the audience because you don't have the intention behind it. So.
Which is the biggest difference. That's one thing I always try to, like you have to have the passion behind it or it just feels dead saying it.
Right. Well, there's another plant.
That one is actually fake. I've never bought a fake plant before, but I was worried it wasn't going to get enough sun.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like this one's next to the window, but that one, I don't want to keep moving them. And it's so little. It's sitting on something right now. It was the most I'm never buying a fake plant again. It was the most underwhelming purchase ever. I'm like trying to turn the branches and it's sitting on this thing of foam because it's just like, no plant is that little. And we've tried moving it all around the apartment to be like, maybe we'll just put it somewhere else. Yeah. It looks good nowhere. It's like an awkward height.
It's so funny. Like I like the idea of fake plants because they're so, you know, you don't have to take care of them, so it makes it easier. But like so many of them just look fake, and I'm like, that doesn't
work.
No, it doesn't work.
I mean, it looks like it for a fake plant. I think it looks pretty good. Real.
Yeah,
but the size is not. I
mean, it looks good here, so you.
We worked it. I think I'm sitting the same way again. You know when your pants give you a little penis?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it's better than camel toe. I really think it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, girls' crotches got problems.
We got
problems. Do you ever try to pick your camel toe with no hands?
Oh my God, please say that to somebody on stage. Excuse me, ma'am.
And she's going to just like look down.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I do it, I just feel like I look like a sheriff. Like I just I'm like widely opening both legs. And then I'm like, who am I kidding? Just get in there, girl. Yeah.
Exactly. I know. It's so funny. Like things get bunched and people get so funny about like people picking wedgies or whatever, like on the outside of their clothes. It's like it happens to everybody. Just like you're just pulling fabric down. It's not like you're in there like moving things around and then shaking someone's hand.
Yeah, you're not sniffing it.
Yeah,
but
sniffing it.
I just got this whole like thing of underwear from Target, like these silk thongs. They're so comfortable.
That's cool.
No, they slide on in. They're so slippery. They go, let's get in cozy and warm in there. Get in
cozy and warm.
And I'm like, no, it's not your place. That's not what that's defeats your whole job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
What?
I didn't even think about talking about this on here, but
what?
I've been getting my Instagram ads they've really taken a turn.
They have. Since they ended the bonus program, they've really pushed them out.
Yeah, there's so many. And the one I'm getting, which I haven't verbalized this. There's no reason my phone should have picked this up, like this topic. Okay. I'm getting menstrual cups. Oh. Have you ever used a Diva cup or menstrual cup?
You know, people swear by them, but they kind of gross me out.
I've never used one.
Yeah, I don't use them.
But this one, the ads are so freaking good.
I mean, that's how they get you.
This one supposedly is $34, reusable for life, or you can get ones that aren't reusable, that just like toss it out.
Yeah.
So I guess it's built in a way to when you pee, it tilts and empties it. I'm sorry if like dudes are like not in the mood for this. It'll be quick. It empties the cup.
Yeah.
When you pee. So you just leave it in there all day. You never have to take it out.
Yeah.
And also you can have sex with it because it's so far up, which is also
Interesting.
terrifying.
So like what's the ring called?
The Diva Cup?
Yeah, no, what's that?
The
birth
IUD?
control- the birth control ring that you like stick up there. You know what I'm talking
Not an
about?
IUD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a ring.
It's just called the ring.
the Nuvo ring.
Nuva ring, yes.
Yeah, so that's what that sounds like. It's like you just leave it up there.
Yeah.
Weird.
I'm so tempted. I want to try it, but the fact that it's so far up terrifies me that it'll get trapped.
Reach out to them and be like, I'll sponsor you guys on my podcast.
That would be cool. And then I could
we'll
talk
tell
about
you
it.
all about.
Yeah, I'll give
being
you
up
one
on
and then you'll come back.
Hey, so up in my vagina.
We'll wear it during the episode so we can see if it's comfortable or not.
Okay, all right.
I'm scared.
I'm scared too.
But the thought of being able to have sex, not take a tampon out, and it just emptying. Lately, I just am not feeling tampons.
I've never felt that. They're just really uncomfortable.
It's never been a problem, but now they are uncomfortable. I feel like my period's so light that it just is.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is for me because it starts to hurt.
Yeah. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Then I just stop wearing one.
And then that's not a good
And
idea.
then I'm like, risky.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Risky
Got a camel toe and an uncomfortable tampon. Oh.
Let's party.
Hey.
Hey, Tuesday. Wednesday. What is today?
I don't even know. It is Wednesday.
It's
Wednesday.
Oh, I'm gonna have trouble keeping track of the days of the week now that Harvell's is done.
Oh, we loved Harvell's in Long Beach.
know.
John was the best, and now that venue's gone, I swear to God, anytime I have a good workout room, stand-up workout room, any room I'm comfortable in, and I
Yeah.
get consistent stage time, thanks to you. You hooked it
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
The show goes away.
And that show ran for years.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, like all things come to an end, you know. So, he was telling me the week prior that they were having issues with the owner and stuff like that. So,
Ugh. I hope he finds something new.
I
Or
hope
comes
so.
the Harvells in Santa Monica.
That would be so much better.
That would be great. Long Beach is far. That's how hard it is to get like comfortable room. We would drive an hour, and it'd be worth
No,
it.
It would be worth it. It was totally worth it. I loved that room.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I grew there a lot.
Like that was just any.
Yeah.
I just felt so confident working on new stuff, and I would get such good lines because even when the audiences were quiet, they were always into it.
Uh-huh.
Like their faces were always smiling, and like
Yeah.
it was like I felt comfortable.
I felt so comfortable on that stage. I don't know. He said he might bring it back on like a different night, so we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
Ugh.
Ugh, whatever. So did you think of your wiener?
I did.
Yeah?
I did.
What is it?
Okay, so over the weekend, I went to see Air, that new Michael
Oh,
Jordan.
yes.
Yeah, they had a preview, and
Mark
And
Wahlberg.
it's pretty good. Yeah, it's. I love a biopic.
Me too. I was just going to say that. Love them.
I love them. I know Gary makes fun of me because I love them so much, but I don't know why. They suck me in.
They're
Anything-
motivating.
that's a good point.
They're so motivating.
They are motivating, but it's also like I like history, so it's just like it's fun to see it played out. You know,
Mhm.
like instead of just reading about it or I don't know, like I don't love documentaries. That's the funny thing. I don't love documentaries, but I love biopics. I'm like, I'd rather have an actor do it than hear from the real person.
I agree. They could do it better.
They could do.
So that's kind of their job.
I'd
So they
rather
better.
see Matt Damon.
Matt Damon or a man whose name I won't remember.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so we went to this preview, and it was supposed to start at 7:05. 7:20 rolls around. We're all sitting in the theater. 7:30 rolls around. 7:40. I'm like, what the hell is happening? And he just kept saying, I don't know, maybe they're not running previews because it is a sneak preview.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, but like 45 minutes
It's
late.
a long time.
It's a long time. And like we didn't have anywhere to go, but I found myself getting annoyed because like they weren't coming to like talk to us or do anything.
I hate when people don't inform me. At least
Yeah.
let me know.
At least-
Otherwise, I'm so anxious and I'm just like, am I in the wrong place?
100%. Like just that's why communication is so important. It takes away so much of all that bullshit, you know? So yeah, we're sitting there, and they finally come in, but I was getting really annoyed, and Gary's like, we don't have anywhere to be.
That's not the point, Gary.
I know.
It's not the point.
He's like, we don't have anywhere to be. Like, that's so funny to get upset that it's running late when you're not late for anything. And I was like, it's not the point.
Yeah.
It's about like being in communication and like poor customer service. And,
Totally.
like, they finally came in, but it was like close to an hour. And they were like, we're so sorry. We're having technical issues. And they gave us like vouchers or whatever. But like, hey, come in at like 15 after, 20 after.
Every 15 after.
100%. You have somebody else working on it. So like, you're not going to be standing up there with the reel like, oh, like the manager doesn't know how to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't know if they do.
That's me watching Matt do anything manly, acting like I'm going to help. I'm just standing there. Yeah, the tire looks good.
Yeah. Oh, that looks great.
Definitely helping.
Yeah, the angler shooter is tilting left.
Oh, so did they play it? Did they fix it?
They did. They fixed it. They played it. It was fine. And we got those vouchers. But like, yeah, I just thought that it was just a funny thing to point out. Like, all right, fine. We don't have anywhere to be, but it's still a waste of time,
Yeah, that's a total wiener.
Yeah.
Also, that sitting there for the hour now makes me, a movie is already long enough for our patience and our, what is that? When people don't have short attention spans.
Yeah.
We have a short attention span. So now it's probably a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a biopic with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Then that's 3 hours sitting down. I would lose my mind.
Yeah. And then on top of that, I felt really bad. His chair didn't recline. Like after all of that, we like go to lay back to like start watching the movie, and he's like, "Oh no!"
Aww.
I know. I felt so bad.
That sucks.
You
Did you see that movies now are doing this thing where you get charged per where you're choosing to sit?
No.
I didn't look up the price differences.
What is it? Spirit Air?
Right? How messed up is that?
What? Which theaters?
I don't know. I should have looked more into it. I wasn't planning on saying it.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Crazy. It's probably like AMC or something because they're always
Okay.
trying to do that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. They're really struggling, I think, right?
Yes, maybe. I wonder how cheap they're going to make like the front row.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, we got a pretty big TV, and then we put an air mattress like in our L-shaped couch, so it makes like this big thing. We call it Super Couch.
Super Couch.
Yeah, and we'll have like movie nights that way. So I'm like, why even go to the movie? I don't have to get dressed. I can pause it.
Yeah, no. Bathroom?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's why I like to stay in.
Yeah.
That's
why I, the queen of pee. The queen.
Oh. I'm debating between two wieners for myself.
Yeah.
I guess since you were talking about documentaries, I'm going to do this.
Okay.
So I don't really like, it's like I do and I don't like documentaries.
Yeah.
Matt loves them, so we watch a lot of them. I like documentaries. I don't like the murder docs.
Okay.
And we watch a lot of murder docs. And
I don't like these, but we watch a lot of them.
We watch a lot of these. I get into them. Like
Sure.
some I'm like, whoa, that was really good. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I shouldn't be watching them. I like to watch happy things. It makes me feel better.
Same. I think high anxiety people, it's like,
It hurts. Why am I doing this to myself?
Totally.
But I get why people like him. I get why he likes him. We take turns. But this was actually right before we filmed the first episode we did last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a day.
Okay.
So I'm dressing the bed in the morning, and I dress the bed like a child. I stand on the bed and I whip the sheet. And then I jump off the bed, I get the comforter, I whip the comforter. Because I'm used to
whip it.
I whip it. I'm used to having a bed that's against the wall.
Oh,
and I don't anymore. And now I will forever not jump off the bed. Because this time I jumped off the bed.
Yeah.
Blacked out. Don't know what I hit my knee. It's all fucked up. Hit my bunionette. Give me views.
Oh, I got don't get me started on that. Yeah.
And because it's a part of my pinky toe, it's building a new bone, and it's longer than the foot. It hit the bunionette, and then I'm like, I don't even know what happened, and then I just start crying because I'm scared I hurt myself. This is dressing a goddamn bed. Dressing my bed. I bounced off. I just flew. Matt's bed's I'm not used to this bed. It is a bouncy bed. Anyways, So I hurt myself. So I'm already like, oh, wow. So then we lay down to watch just some TV before we film the episode.
Mhm.
He puts on this documentary about this volcano.
I
Did you watch it?
We started it, and I was like starting to fall asleep, and I was like, babe, can we watch something else? Like,
I'm so happy you started it.
Yeah, I mean, we just barely started it. I got like he loves volcano. He loves like natural disaster kind of things. He thinks they're like interesting. You know, like tornadoes or volcanoes or things like that.
Storm Chasers was good.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. So he wanted to watch this volcano one. And I watched the preview like a few times with him, and I was like, I don't want to watch this. I don't. Like,
if I would have watched the preview, I would have saved my day.
I mean, yeah, torture.
It's called White Island in, I think, Australia or something. White Island. It's a volcano that tourists would go visit.
Wait, this one or the one about the couple?
The couple was that one.
Okay.
Well, they were like the main. Interviewed tons of people, but they were the main interviewees. So it's a 2-hour-long documentary of these people who went to tour this island. And the buildup is an hour. The buildup is a full hour.
Yeah,
and I know what's going to happen because while they're doing the interviews, they're all covered in burn scars. So spoiler alert. And I can't stop because it's done so well. It is so well done.
Oh, okay.
And their stories are it's just intriguing. And
wait, are we sure it's the same one? Like that French couple?
No, another volcano. Okay. I'm not watching any more volcano things. Or I'll explode. Pun intended. I swear I do comedy.
You do.
No, there's another one. No.
Yeah, it's this French couple, and they would study volcanoes, and they'd get really close to them. And
don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, they ended up. I mean, it's. The thing about documentaries, I'm like, am I spoiling anything? It actually happened, you know? Like
you can spoil.
Yeah, I mean, they ended up dying from.
They died.
Yeah, so it's this. I mean, this couple. I think they're from like the 70s or something. But yeah, they're this French couple, and they fell in love just like looking at volcanoes and studying volcanoes. And we're watching this thing, and I'm just like, like, why are we watching this? Why? I have no interest. Gary loves to get scared too. Like because he has no anxiety, so he likes scary movies. Imagine, right? So yeah, he likes scary movies, and I'm like he'll make me sit through these scary movies, and I'm like,
palms are sweating.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't like this.
That's how I was like. So I'm watching this, and I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah,
but I'm wide awake because as much as I don't like it, it's really good.
Yeah,
and it comes to the end, really sad ending. So I'm watching these people's lives get ruined.
Oh,
trauma, full on real life trauma. This is real. And I just started, I'm just bawling. I'm at the end, I am fully bawling. After I was bawling from hurting my knee, I don't know I'm just having a day.
Yeah.
And then I turn over and Matt he's just been sleeping. And I'm like, I would have put on a goddamn rom-com.
Oh, I've done that. I have done that. Where it's just like I keep asking him if he's awake. Oh, that happened recently. I don't remember what we were watching, but we turned on something that he wanted to watch, and I was like, "Babe, are you awake?" Yeah, I'm awake. And then he would start snoring. And I'm like, "You're not awake." And he's like, "Yeah, I am." It went on for like half of whatever the movie was, and then I'm like, I didn't. The reason I kept asking is because I would change it. Like, I don't care if you're sleeping.
I just don't want to watch this.
Yeah, it's not my choice. So.
Yeah. He didn't see any of it. He got to get I'm glad he didn't have to deal with what I had to watch, but
he might have liked it, no?
I don't think anyone would like that. It was so sad.
That's like the Malaysia Flight 370 one.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I started that one. I was like,
Yeah, it's funny. I say I don't like documentaries, but like if it's a good one, I like it.
That's what I mean. Like I don't choose it, but when he puts them on, I end up enjoying them, which is good.
Yeah, most of them
forces you to try try something else because
I
run out of rom-coms quick.
And
not enough.
They don't make them like they used to.
They don't. It's just like
they really don't.
Domino's Pizza versus New York Pizza. Now we just watch Domino's Pizza.
Yeah.
And we pretend like we like it.
Yep. And they're so PC.
Oh, I know. That's the problem with all of these movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
PC police ruin movies.
And sketch comedy.
Yes.
Like, I feel like stand up, you can like still have a bit more free reign to speak your mind, but like Hollywood has so much of an opinion and like a microscope on like things that are pre-coordinated or whatever, that like sketches too. It's just like you can't say that. We were watching an old Chappelle Show episode last night.
Oh, probably was hilarious.
Yeah, and I was like, God, that wouldn't pass on SNL. That wouldn't pass on SNL. And I get it's a different network. It's Comedy Central versus,
NBC.
Yeah, NBC. But yeah, I was like, but that's the part that makes it funny.
That is what's funny, is because it's wrong.
Yeah.
And that's why we laugh.
Right. So yeah, why? And it's not like, and I get like pushing the message, but like you're pushing it down our throats to the point where we don't like it just because of that, not because it's like wrong, you know? Like, yeah. So I don't know.
I really hope it swings back.
I hope so. I think it'll like, it's like a pendulum. So I feel like it'll just like correct at some point. But yeah, it's like overcorrecting.
It's really overcorrecting. I think it's coming back down.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Maybe. Yeah,
hopefully.
I
think there's a way of like you're clearly kidding without being offensive.
100%. If it's comedy, then it can be a little offensive. It's a joke. It's literally a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old rom-coms, any old comedy movie, they're kind of like all I watch now. Just older ones. Because they're so funny. The one I talked about before on this is the perfect example. I was rewatching The Wedding Planner, and they're Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Lopez are dancing.
Yeah.
And he's a really good dancer. And she goes, "What are you?" She goes, "I didn't know you were gay."
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, you couldn't say that now.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't think that they would say that now. And it's such a small
totally
thing. But it made me laugh. And I was like,
yeah. I mean, what comes to mind for me is what is it? Pineapple Express?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you never go full retard.
Oh, that movie's so funny. And yeah, you would never say that now.
You can't say that.
No.
But it's like, it's so funny.
It's funny because you're not supposed to say it. That's why it's written. That's why there's writers writing it. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Trust the pros.
Yeah.
Trust the pros.
Stop getting so fucking offended.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah.
We love you.
We love you.
Unless you're annoying, then
And
we don't
love you.
And
I hate you. No,
that
dislike
has nothing
you.
to do with your race or gender or anything.
No, we just don't like you. So calm the fuck down and learn to love yourself.
Yeah, that's the message.
That is the message.
Here today. And don't be fucking annoying.
Oh, do you ever hear your voice? I'm like so self-aware that Michael Turner made fun of me for saying I'm like so self-aware, and I realize how much I say it. I pride myself. Clearly, I'm being self-aware.
I get it.
But I'm definitely not. I miss things. But I sometimes hear my voice, or I'll say something in one way, and I'm like, oh. I was like, ew, I sounded annoying.
I'll hear it in my voice. Yeah, totally. I'll catch myself sometimes. And then if Gary hears it, he like starts laughing immediately.
Matt will make fun of me too.
Yeah.
Something at this board, he put this whiteboard in front of my car the other day, and it fell. And I don't know what I said. I was like, what was that noise? And he was like, what was that noise? And I was like, oh, why did I say that? It's like this like white female reaction. It just like expels out of our voice. It's in us. And if we don't control the Karen, we all have a Karen in us. And we just have to not let it show. Yeah. Or just show it who's boss.
Totally.
Who desired?
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I get like that if like some major company has done something even a little wrong and I like have to call customer service, get very assertive. I'm polite but assertive. I'm like, I understand it's not you specifically, but your company.
Oh, yeah.
Because, it's not them. It's this person.
It's not them.
Yeah.
But by saying that is so very, like, a polite Karen.
Yeah.
It's a polite Karen.
Well, it's just like, let's get this out of the way so I can actually be annoyed.
Mhm.
Like, this isn't directed at you. This is directed in general, in your general direction.
But now that I said that, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
exactly.
your goddamn problem?
Now that that's out of the way. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool.
Fuck you, I'm out. Half
Yeah.
baked. I love that movie.
Yeah. Good movie.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah, but I mean, that just happened with Wayfair. Terrible. I mean, I don't like Wayfair at all.
Really, I love Wayfair.
Really? They have terrible customer service.
You know what? I haven't dealt with them, but the things I've gotten have all had slight problems, like little scratches and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But we were so overwhelmed with moving. We're like, ugh. I took pictures of everything, and I was supposed to call them and maybe get like a gift card, which I still should do.
Yeah.
But I just haven't.
They'll only give you 10% off of your next purchase. They don't. I mean, yeah, I've
nothing.
I've had so many issues.
Man, because it sucks.
And then
Their
I call
stuff is
and they
nice.
don't do anything. Yeah, they just don't. Those big companies that just know that they don't have to do anything
Mhm.
and that you'll still shop from them. Oh, those ones are the
That's
ones
the
that are just like,
problem.
"Argh."
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just have enough business. They don't need us.
You know, yeah, and they don't do free returns.
Oh. I'm glad I didn't have to return anything.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't know.
And then one of the women I talked to, she was actually really great. And she was like, "Yeah, I get so many calls a day with people surprised that they have to pay for the return." And
Wow.
yeah.
Those are heavy items.
Yeah.
Okay, it was titties. Those are heavy items.
But yeah, I mean, seriously, that alone makes me not want to shop there.
No. Well, I'm glad we are done because we bought everything.
Yeah.
Besides couches, if anyone's couch shopping, because that was a whole other hell.
Oh, yeah.
Living Spaces was amazing.
I thought you bought a couch.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
But from Living Spaces.
Yeah, I do remember you said that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was even an in-store place because I just hear Living Spaces. And I'm like, is it online? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
real.
Stores. Yeah,
Real.
it's real.
Real. There's real
They
people.
do exist.
It's so cool. Yeah, Living Spaces was great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, I could talk to you for days, so let's get into some jokes.
Okay.
All right, so I'm a little parched. Did you?
Reminding me to drink water. I'm so bad about it.
I try. I've been trying. I've been drinking Propels lately,
Interesting.
and they make me pee like a motherfucker. So I feel like it's good for you.
Maybe.
I could be so wrong. I don't know anything I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I got this green powder, which is supposed to be like.
I drink those.
Yeah. So I've been drinking those in the mornings with my coffee, and it's like a whole glass
Mhm.
of it. So it's just water and the powder. So
Yeah.
I count that as one of the glasses.
It totally counts. Totally
It
counts.
totally counts, right? Because it's water. I mean,
That's why I drink so much coffee. It's just water.
it's just
Just
water.
water.
Like wine. It's
Yeah.
just water.
Water. Beer. Water. Semen. Not water. Not water.
Learn that the hard way.
Yeah. No hydration. My piss was so yellow, I said shit. I didn't know semen wasn't water. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yes.
you did 2 last time. Do you have 2 new ideas of jokes that didn't, one that did work as moments that did work as a joke? Reset, Mandy. Reset. Use your words. It's your podcast. It's the whole point of the podcast.
You've got this.
Karen. All right. So do you want to start off with a joke or a moment, a miserable, embarrassing moment that you did make into a joke or one that you didn't? And since you did 2 last time, if you just want to choose one, that's totally fine.
I'm trying to think of.
Or just something you're working on.
Well, there's this one joke. So funny enough, there is a joke that that Gary and I crafted together, and I've tried it on stage. It only works with like super woke crowds, which
Isn't that rough when there's a joke that you can figure it out though? What happened?
Yeah. So the joke is that I think it's funny, but I don't know. So the joke is, you ever get so drunk that you have to say "fuck you" twice, and then you act it out like fuck you," just to make sure I'm pointing at the right one.
Mhm.
Yeah, and like you're both sleeping on the couch, and
Because you're seeing double.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the thing that's funny to me is the tag that I thought of after, which is like, you ever get so drunk you change someone's pronouns? But like, they're they because you see double.
Oh!
Yeah, see, okay.
See?
See, and there's like a link missing because
Yeah.
it's not translating. But like, I did it at a gay bar. It worked great. But like, that, of course.
Because they get pronouns
Yeah.
better. Maybe if you just like explain, like act it out.
Yeah, I started saying like, I hate them. Or something like that.
And my boyfriend was like, it's just me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe. Maybe something like that.
Yeah, so we could clearly see. Did you get wasted and start yelling at Gary?
I didn't. I don't know how it came up. I call him a cartoon sometimes because like he just comes up with these like animated things. I'm like, where did that come from?
What's going on in Gary's brain?
Gary, cartoon.
Oh my God, I can see him doing that. He's like a big kid in the best way.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Because we have a life-size Bigfoot costume in our closet.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Does he try to have sex with you in it?
No,
that's good.
Thankfully.
That's good.
Thankfully. No, but he loves like little gadgets and oddities. And I'm like, we're gonna be drowning in stuff if you keep going at this rate.
Oh gosh, it's hard.
Yeah,
it's hard to not buy.
He lets me get rid of things, but like, ooh, yeah, it's hard to not like.
Yeah.
After
moving in here, I'm like, I want nothing for Christmas. I don't have space.
Yeah, I know. I get that way too, and I'm like, I still have to clean out the closets. I told him that the other day. We have like 2 star projectors, and like we sleep with one of them on. Like,
that's cute.
we go to bed with one of them on, and then we turn it off when we go to sleep, like little kids.
Yeah, I used to have the little glow in the dark stars on my ceiling.
Yeah, so it's like a projector that does it, but it like rotates too. And he got like a fancier one that has like real slides of pictures of space, but it's kind of lame, even though it's like nicer. And so he was talking about getting more slides, and I was like, I wanted to donate it. I was like, we have too much stuff. And then he started giving me a hard time because he's like, oh, they're just slides. Like, getting more slides is going to be like the thing that does it. I'm like, it's about all of it. It all adds up.
Thinking of slides is so nostalgic.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen one of those since school or forever.
So these ones are like this big. They're like, it's almost like negatives, but like it's a square and you just stick it into the projector. It's cool in theory. They're not bad. I'm just like, we have 2 star projectors and we're adults. Like, can we get rid of one?
They do add up. The little things really add up.
And he'll get super stoned and like buy something off Etsy that's like some sort of weird figuring. We have like, what is it? It's not the Michelin Man. The one from Ghostbusters. What's that?
I'm blanking. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so they
do look very similar.
Yeah, so he got like a figurine of that with a little like umbrella stuck through as his nose. And I'm like, it came one day.
For what? What is it?
Just like a little figurine. And I was like, it came one day and he's like, oh, I forgot I bought that. I bought it super stoned. And I was like, oh no, like this is my life. I'm just going to get little like trinkets and knickknacks. And
Oogly woogly? Oogly doogly? Is that the name of it? The Oogly Man?
I can't remember. I
just sound like Bill Cosby. Just, you don't see the worst impression of Bill Cosby you've ever seen. Man, weed has got to be one of the best things that have happened to online shopping for the people who make the products.
Totally. That's a great premise for a joke. It's true. It is. Because the amount of things that like just show up and I'm like, what happened? And he's like, yeah, you went to sleep. I was like, so I have to watch you? Like,
it's like you just think it's a great idea.
Yeah. Oh, I get super munchy. That's my thing. So like I have to like not smoke that much because like I just eat so much and then I end up like gaining weight because I'm just like constantly.
Yeah, that's what I did.
That's all I want.
I did that during the quarantine because I was like, why not? And I couldn't stop eating. Like bad. Like you're saying, bad. Yeah. Like I become a goddamn monster.
Yeah. Oh, I eat to the point of like being in pain.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
hurts. I mean, then my stomach is like hard bloated.
Uh-huh.
And you're
Yeah.
like, this is hard. You don't want the hard bloat where you just look like a 6-year-old guy who only drinks beer stomach, where it's just like, what
Yeah.
happened to their stomach?
Yeah. What's in there?
I think it's from alcohol.
It
That-
has to be, but like, how does it stay that way?
How does it stay so hard?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Hey! We're comedians.
Professionals. Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know.
An alien baby in there.
It does look like an alien baby.
It does.
Man.
That's sitting really high.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh.
I don't know.
No
I don't know how that's
thanks.
comfortable.
I guess you just deal.
I guess so. The beer is worth it.
Beer is good. I wish that. It did make me so bloated. But what are you gonna do? Drink it.
Yeah, you deal.
You deal.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any other bits that I can think of that are not really working. That's like the one. No, that's the one that I'm just like, I like it. I mean, I don't love it, so it's not like.
I think you need to build around it. Like,
Yeah,
just
maybe.
more about drinking, and when you drink, you become woke. Because
That's funny. Yeah.
you start saying pronouns, and you're really just seeing double.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. You change people's pronouns simply because you're seeing double.
Do you use the men's bathroom only because you didn't realize?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
I don't care gender. You're using the urinal.
I don't see gender. I don't see anything because I'm in a blackout.
Yep.
Yeah.
The bathroom lines, the difference of it when you're drinking and you're not drinking. When you're in a women's bathroom line sober, no one's talking. When you're in a women's bathroom line drinking, everyone's your best friend. Everyone.
Oh, God, I haven't been like drunk at a bar in so long.
I haven't been in a line in a while. I've been in like mini lines, but like back in like college when you're in like that long wrapped around bathroom line.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God, that was the worst.
I don't miss that.
No, I don't miss like getting drunk at a bar, to be honest. like you can't hear anybody, the music's so loud. I never really liked that part of it though.
I love bars.
I do love bars.
I don't like clubs.
I agree. Yeah. But I like going to like a quieter bar and grabbing like a couple drinks, you know? But like, yeah, those like super crowded ones on like a Friday.
When you have to yell.
Yeah.
Like, I keep going to Jones. You ever go to Jones?
Mm-hmm.
And calm down, Jones. The bar there, I'm like trying to get a table and like, oh, just go to the bar. I hate when you're waiting at a restaurant and they tell you to go to the bar. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
It's just, there's so many people packed into that bar. You can't hear anything. We sound so old. You can't hear a thing.
You can't hear anything.
I like loud bars when it's a sports bar during a game. Then it's fun. Like, we're all in it together. But all the separate conversations yelling over each other.
Yeah. I like, why put the music that loud then?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That's the part that gets me, because it's like they're putting the music this loud, so you're trying to talk over the music, and then other people are trying to talk over the music and over you, so it's just
it's just building.
Like, just lower the music.
Still in the music.
You're the culprit. You know?
Oh.
If I can't think, why would I order more?
Exactly.
To me, like, and maybe I'm different, but like, 'cause clearly a lot of people love it, but like, it's always driven me nuts. I'm like, I can't fucking hear, I can't think.
No,
like,
I think that's right. That's why, like, not right, but I think a lot of people would agree with that, because that's why, like, you know how we all turn down our music in the car when we want to park? Because you just think better that way. It's such a weird thing. Do you do that?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, you think better. It's like clouding your judgment. I can't work with like music on and stuff like that. Unless it's something where I don't really have to think that much. It's like, you know,
like a mundane.
Yeah, but like if I'm writing or something, I can't have like music on. I know a lot of people can. They like it.
I'd always put on like Frank Sinatra or some kind of music in the background, more for the vibe.
Okay.
But then I do realize when there is no music, my brain works way better.
Way better.
So I just have to just get in the zone instead of wanting a whole ambiance going on here.
My ambiance is my coffee and my like, little drinks.
That works.
And my fish.
You have fish?
Yeah.
Did I not know this?
I don't know. Well, that's the other joke that I guess is kind of not working. You did know this because remember I took one back?
I don't remember right now.
Oh, you told me to make a bit about that. Funny enough.
Was this at Harvell's? Were we talking
no,
about
I
this?
think I posted about it, and you were like, "Oh my god, you have to make a bit out of
Oh, I
this."
do, because you were in the passenger seat.
Yeah, holding
The
the
bag.
fish.
Like you're leaving
Yeah.
the fair.
And I did. I mean, the joke works sometimes. It's just not the strongest, But basically, the idea is like, so we got 3 goldfish, right? And 2 were male and 1 was female. So they were
gang
right.
bang.
Well, so one was more alpha and 1 was more beta. So like the alpha one was bullying the beta one.
Oh no.
I know, because there was only 1 female. So I ended up returning that alpha one because he was bullying the other one.
You would never think like a goldfish.
I know, right? And I root for the underdog. So,
yeah.
He's actually on my phone.
The underdog?
Pappy.
Oh,
Pappy.
wow. How big is your fish tank?
I got like a 30-gallon. So it's like the size in diameter of this table, but
Okay.
it's up to here.
That's nice.
Yeah, but it's like a hexagon. But
that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, so I like rebagged him and took him back. I took back a goldfish for bullying other goldfish.
What did you tell the people when you got there?
I mean, I told them exactly what happened. We got 2 males and he was bullying the other fish. And then there was an ammonia spike in the fish tank, and the other 2 died. I know.
Oh no! And you
loved
worked so
them.
hard to keep them safe.
I know. And so the joke is that the other one actually survived. The asshole survived because we took him back.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and so we named him Pappy, Peppa, and Paul, and I took Paul back. So
I knew he was Paul. I knew the asshole was Paul.
He had to be Paul.
He had to be Paul.
And so we had Pappy and Peppa, and they were amazing. We called them like the crime-fighting duo. They were like,
no.
I know. And like goldfish are like they're like little water dogs. Like they see you, they wiggle at you if they see you.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, they're amazing. Like they have little personalities.
I think I was too young to understand before.
There are lots of different kinds of goldfish too. Like these are not the ones you get at the fair.
Okay.
These are like they're called fancy goldfish. So yeah.
Mm.
So but yeah, they died. And so the joke is like, then there was an ammonia spike in the fish tank and they all died. Except for fucking Paul. And like
I love this story. Yeah. This is a great story. Oh my god.
And we got 2 new ones. Like we finally mourned.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the joke I forget to say. It's like,
that is great. You have to mourn the
we
fish.
laid them to rest in porcelain. He sang Danny Boy. I cried,
Did you flush him?
Yeah, well, Gary flushed him when I wasn't home. I did cry though.
Oh no.
I know, I cried. Yeah, I mean the pipes were calling,
The pipes were calling. Oh no.
But yeah, we got 2 new ones. But yeah, this was the one that was bullied, Pappy, and I just loved him so much. But yeah, the new ones are Portugal the fish and Pop-Tart.
Portugal the fish. Pop-Tart. That's a cute name.
Yeah.
Pop-Tart would be a super cute name for a dog. Is that the name of my friend Macy's dog? Now I have to look it up.
Yeah.
I love that name.
I mean, that's the other joke. It's like, well, okay, so rewind a little bit. So there are goldfish competitions like dog shows.
What do they do?
They just like look at their attributes. So like their coloring, if it's symmetrical, if their fins are symmetrical, how like straight they swim. It's a thing in I think Japan.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like a huge thing. So like Gary got super into it, and I came home one day and he was watching goldfish competitions on YouTube, like streaming it to the TV. I know. So like then of course in true fashion, because he's like an all out type of person.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's never going to do something halfway. So he found show goldfish, like a store that sells show goldfish that you could like compete in these competitions.
Out here?
In Garden Grove.
Oh my god.
We paid $350 for this goldfish. He's still alive. And
he better not die.
Yeah, and then we named him Pop-Tart. And the joke is, what's that? Yes, we do smoke weed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I mean, we told his sister, and his sister has a farm, and she's like, you paid the same amount that I got my mini horse for.
Holy shit. Wait, how much is the price of a regular fancy goldfish?
Like $30.
And then a regular goldfish is probably like $5.
Probably something like that. Yeah, like the like little fair ones or whatever.
Wait, so
Yeah.
can you tell a big difference in the show goldfish versus the fancy goldfish?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'll show you pictures. He's beautiful.
Send me them and I could put them on here.
Okay, yeah. And I'll send you pictures of all the fish. But yeah, so he's you could tell. And then Portugal the fish. We went with all P's. Pappy, Peppa, Paul. Portugal the fish.
They can't keep dying because you're gonna run out of names.
Well, it took us a while to land on those two because we were like, what's left for P? You know? And we didn't mean to. It just kind of happened. But yeah. So what was I saying? I forget.
The show goldfish.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can definitely tell he's a show goldfish. We might get another one. We want to upgrade the tank, but like, I don't know. I don't want to get a third again because like I don't want like bullying to happen, and you can't tell gender.
Oh yeah, I've never seen a fish penis.
No, and actually, they don't have sex.
They just like the eggies.
So it's like the most misogynistic bullshit.
Oh no!
So when a female fish is fertile, the male can just tell, and so he chases her around until she gets tired and lays the eggs.
Oh no!
And then he like fertilizes them, like, but they don't like have sex or anything. But yeah, he chases her until she's tired and gives birth, essentially. Like,
wow!
Like, hey, you ready yet? You ready yet? You ready yet? Like,
just like humans.
Yeah,
we just settle once we're tired and all of our standards have gone to the wayside.
Right. Once you've beat us down so much that all that's left is just give in.
Just fine. I guess you'll be the dad.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they eat the babies.
Just like humans.
Just like humans.
They eat the babies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had them lay eggs and we've seen the little babies and they've laid them, and then Gary wanted a science project, so we scooped them out and put them in like a little beta tank
to see if you could save them,
to see if we could like grow them, because we have a show goldfish. But like it takes such specific conditions to like grow them properly that they start becoming deformed. Aww. So they didn't last very long.
But they were actually forming into like swimming fish.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is a whole other world.
I know, it's so funny. Like dogs are such the thing, but it's like goldfish are so much easier to take care of, and they act like dogs. Like they wiggle at you when you come in the room. They're like,
wow.
I feed him by mouth. Some Pop-Tart will come to the top, and he's just like, rah, 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 and I feed him. I pet him.
Wow. I want a goldfish now.
Do it.
Ah!
Do it. Yeah.
I just don't want to clean the fish tank.
Yeah, it's not that hard once you get a system down.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. We have
you guys next episode there's just a fish tank instead of a sign.
Do it.
Yeah. You should put your fish tank on your podcast.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Because we've been going back and forth about the size and the shape of the fish tank because I love the hexagon. But like he's getting so big. They both are, but he's getting so big that like he's outgrowing this tank. So he like swims up and down because it's so tall, but like they should swim side to side. Yeah.
What a fish.
I know.
What a goddamn fish.
I could go on about goldfish. I'm a goldfish person.
You apparently. Are. This is so original and there's so much to this fish. You should not let that joke go.
Yeah, I mean, I did it the other night. It worked okay. It's just not the strongest.
I just think it's so funny. It's so weird in the best ways. Like, no one has fish. Like, that. Not many people.
Which is so funny. Like, why?
I don't know.
They're easy to take care of.
I guess because you can't hold them.
Yeah.
That's my assumption.
Yeah, I mean, but they're great. I don't know. I mean, I've always loved fish, but yeah, it's like the perfect, like, gateway pet.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I mean, like, and traveling, you can, like, there's like auto feeders now. So they
just like the Diva Cup.
Yeah. It just like it just rotates and like drops out the amount of like pellets or whatever. So like you could do it that way. And
wow,
I know, I love fish.
Wow,
who knew I'd love fish so much?
There's horse girls. Screw that. We got a fish girl here.
Yeah, right.
Fish girl.
I know. But I will say the one thing about goldfish is they get this thing called swim bladder disorder.
I feel ya.
I know. Where they get like air in their intestine and it makes them either lopsided or like upside down because they're so bloated that their like equilibrium
Oh
falls
my
off.
God.
And I looked up why, because one of our fish has it. She's fine, but she'll sit at the top of the tank upside down just
What?
I know.
You would think they were dying.
You would think, but yeah, so I got super worried, and it's apparently really common, and like either causes are like a lodged I know. Don't even get me started.
This
My
is
friend
crazy.
Andy has fish too,
This
and like
is
we'll go back
crazy.
and forth about like fish things. I like both of us. She's like, you're gonna learn way too much about fish now that you're in this. And I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
it's so true. It's so true. But yeah, I mean, so like she's got swim bladder, and so one of the causes is either like an egg lodged in there, or if they're gulping too much air at the top. So one of the things that you're supposed to do is like cooked peas. So you have to like cook them and then peel them and then drop them in. So that's how we feed them every day. They're like these high maintenance goldfish because they both are prone to it. And then another cause is just being inbred, because goldfish are very inbred apparently.
Ooh.
So yeah, so it like helps, but it doesn't fix it. So
Do you think cooked peas help for humans bloating or just goldfish?
I think it's just goldfish because it's like the size and shape of it, I think, and something about the nutrients for like getting through their intestine and like pushing the air out.
Damn it, I got excited. I was about to cook some peas.
Oh yeah,
I'm always bloated.
You are?
Yeah, when I eat meat and I eat eating meat, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean that's a different conversation, but
Yeah.
maybe it's try the greens.
Yeah, I'm back on my greens, so
Because that helps, I find.
yeah.
Kind of.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Whatever. Well, is there anything that you want to plug before we go?
Plug. Oh, well, when is this coming out?
Next week.
Okay. Next week I will be in Santa Cruz. I'm headlining Greater Purpose in Santa Cruz, and then I have 2 shows in San Francisco and Oakland on the next night. So it's the 14th and 15th. You can check my calendar.
Links will be below.
Yes, juliajasunas.com, and then click tour, and it'll all be there. But yeah, I've got some shows up in NorCal.
Woo!
Yay!
And hopefully it'll be warmer by now. Hopefully.
Yeah. Although I do love a good sweater. So.
Okay. All right. Well, she's good. Well, you should definitely go see her. And thank you for being back on the podcast.
Thanks.
Also, make sure to check out my Patreon. Patreon. Your girl's trying to make a living. Support me, please. On the Patreon, we'll be talking about the same thing, miserable, embarrassing stories, but sex stories, ayo, sex sells.
Yes, it does.
So check out my Patreon below. Thank you for supporting. Bye, pervs. Bye.
Bye.